This is KGW News at noon.
Enough's enough. We've done what we can for public safety.
Protesters in Washington and around the country rally against stay-at-home orders. They argue the orders go too far and they want states to reopen so they can get back to work. Thank you for joining us. I'm Nina Melha, filling in for Brenda Braxton this week. Many scientists and health officials worry it's too soon to reopen economies, but some states are slowly moving in that direction. Here's Sam Brock with details.
Florida beaches that have been empty for weeks are once again crowded with surfers and sun worshippers, jump-starting a nationwide conversation about the right time to reopen the economy.
This can be the beginning of the pathway back to normal life, but please respect and follow these limitations.
In Duval County, a beach reopen order requires social distancing and comes with limited hours. Still, it prompted a nearby beach commissioner to tweet, "This move is so dumb that I had to make sure it wasn't fake news." A banner flying over Miami Beach pleaded for its sandy shores to follow suit and come back, but the Miami-Dade mayor has already said not so fast.
I want to stress that no orders will be lifted as yet.
In Texas, state parks are opening back up today, with the governor dangling the possibility of retail businesses on Friday, but just with pickup options. A few farmers markets in Seattle are back up and running as well, with strict new measures in place. Governors from the hard-hit tri-state area announcing boatyards and marinas can operate for personal use with social distancing and sanitization rules. Parts of North Carolina and California are also reopening beaches with restrictions to mixed reviews.
I think people are going to start abusing the privilege.
The tug of war between business and safety intensifying.
We're wrecking our economy for something that I feel isn't as dangerous as it's put out there.
A new NBC News Wall Street Journal poll just out found that almost 60% of respondents think that states should keep the restrictions in place that they're using right now to fight the pandemic. This as the Florida governor has convened a task force to reopen the economy that's meeting today through the rest of the week. In Miami Beach, Sam Brock, NBC News.
As we said earlier, people are also rallying here in the Northwest. This is what the Capitol steps in Olympia looked like yesterday. Hundreds defied social distancing rules while protesting the governor's stay-at-home order. Some protesters claim the government at all levels has gone too far with restrictions and they want to get back to work. Groups in Oregon are planning protests of their own. In response, Governor Jay Inslee said, quote, "These are difficult times," and he understands the urgency of the crisis. In a statement, he went on to say, "I support free speech, but crowd counts or speeches won't determine our course. This is not about politics. It can only be about doing what is best for the health of all Washingtonians." The Oregon Employment Department is overwhelmed with people filing for unemployment insurance benefits. Last week, we told you about its outdated computer system causing problems. And over the weekend, we heard from several people who said when they went to file their weekly claim, they were told to start the whole process over again. It's leaving people already stressed from being out of work now really worried about not getting help.
I am going to have to pay my lease for my business, which I did last month. And, that I still have expenses, even though I'm not working, and I'm not going anywhere. There's still expenses that we all have.
The Employment Department says it fixed the restart claim error yesterday. They also said 100,000 successfully filed, but all that traffic caused the crash. They also want people to know if you've been having issues filing, you will still get paid for the weeks you were unemployed, but were not able to file. Eligibility is opening up for thousands of people who didn't previously qualify for unemployment. The Federal CARES Act is now allowing payments to those who classify as independent contractors. Washington did a couple things to prepare for this new wave of applications. Its website went offline most of the day Saturday to make those updates. And the department has also hired hundreds of call center employees to help handle requests. All right, now to the latest on local COVID-19 cases. Nearly 2,000 Oregonians are infected. To put that in perspective, more than 37,000 tests have come back negative. 74 people have died. In Washington, there's over 12,000 cases. 635 people have died. The Oregon National Guard will distribute about 395,000 personal protective equipment items to long-term care centers across the state. Governor Kate Brown announced this update today. The equipment includes 177,000 surgical masks, 127,000 gloves, and 33,000 face shields. Like many other states, healthcare workers on the front lines have faced a shortage of this PPE. Corvallis is now the first city in the country where OSU researchers are randomly testing people for COVID-19. They want to find those carrying the virus who don't have symptoms. Here's KGW's Art Edwards.
Volunteers went into Corvallis neighborhoods Sunday. They're going door to door asking people if they'd be willing to take a test for COVID-19.
This project is going to provide useful information. I think that we talked about earlier, that's missing. We don't know the prevalence of the virus in people who are not showing symptoms. And that's really our goal.
This is different than a recent antibody study done by Stanford University. The Stanford study tested blood samples from 3,300 volunteers.
This is a random sample and a statistically accurate evaluation of the Corvallis community's health.
The Oregon State study will test 4,000 residents. Residents who agree to testing will get a kit with a nasal swab. They'll do their own swab, and volunteers will collect the test kit and send it to Willamette Valley Toxicology. Results should be back in 7 to 10 days. Residents will get their results by confidential email and regular mail.
Individuals that have tested positive will be instructed what to do by the county. For example, contact their medical care provider.
This project is a partnership between the university, the Benton County Health Department, and the lab running the tests. So far, reaction has been positive.
When people stop and give you your address and say, please test me, that's a strong indication that the community is rallying to this and saying yes.
This is a first-of-its-kind testing program in the country, and Oregon State would like to see it expand beyond Corvallis.
And we need partners like the governor, funding agencies, nonprofits, and partners like Benton County Health. We're ready to go in other communities.
Art Edwards, KGW News.
We are learning new information about the worst mass shooting in Canadian history. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau says the 51-year-old gunman shot and killed at least 18 people Saturday in Nova Scotia. Officials say the shooter disguised himself as a police officer and shot people in their homes while setting 5 other homes on fire across the easternmost province of the country. They believe he may have targeted the first victims as they knew each other, but then it may have just turned random. During a press conference today, Trudeau gave his condolences and said violence of any kind has no place in Canada. We're also following a major new ruling from the Supreme Court today. Jury verdicts in trials for serious crimes must now be unanimous. Oregon and Louisiana were the only states left that allowed convictions based on a majority verdict. So this ruling will affect defendants who are still appealing their convictions. For those whose cases were already resolved, it'll take a round of lawsuits to determine whether the new ruling applies to them.